Oklahoma's most recent energy boom has been a financial windfall for counties in northern and western Oklahoma. Nowhere has that been more evident than Grant County, situated just west of Ponca City along the Kansas border. But falling oil prices now have put a crimp into the county's cash flow, and many residents are now questioning the area's heavy reliance on the energy industry.
Drilling activity has fueled income growth in Grant County, making it the richest in Oklahoma. The county's average annual income in 2012 was $86,864, nearly $30,000 higher than the state average. In the county seat of Medford, City Clerk and Treasurer Barbara Bush says oil money meant plenty of work and a lot of new business.
The restaurants were full, so if you were a local, we hardly ate out for 3 years because you couldn't get into the restaurants at noon. And it was good, good for the grocery store, good for the quick trips.
The oil revenue also helped the city construct a new community pool and splash pad, which is now completely paid for.
We had been saving probably for 12 years towards a new pool. I didn't figure that I'd ever see it in my lifetime. And at the rate we were saving, we couldn't have done it. But with the oil boom, we did receive oil revenue from a farm that we had inherited, and the dream came true.
But as energy prices have fallen, companies have begun to scale back production, idling drilling rigs and reducing their payrolls.
And essentially, the industry has been laying off workers at a very steady pace. We've lost about 10,000 jobs to date in the oil and gas sector alone. And then there's clear spillover to the state economy as a whole.
Mark Sneed is the founder of the economic forecasting firm RegionTrack. Sneed predicts Oklahoma will lose as many as 13,000 jobs in the energy sector by the end of the year, as layoffs will continue even after oil prices bottom out.
There's a consistent lag between oil prices and layoffs in the oil and gas industry. Historically, the layoffs occur for 6 to 9 months after the bottom in oil prices. So for that reason, even under the best scenario for oil prices, layoffs are likely to occur throughout 2015 and into early 2016. When we look back at the end of 2015 and compare ourselves to the rest of the nation, it will probably look like a mini recession.
It already looks that way at Marge's Lunchbox in downtown Medford. Tyler, who left an oilfield job last year, says the lunchtime crowds are significantly smaller than at the height of the boom.
All these places that you can sit down and eat normally were packed. And now, since the oil fields went out, everybody's just not going out to eat as much anymore.
Former oil field worker Jonathan admits the money was good compared to his current job.
The company that I was with, my first year with them, in 6 months I made over $80,000 in that year because they work 7 on, 7 off. So you cut it down, you only work 6 months of the year. And now I'm making between $25,000 and $30,000 a year.
Chris agrees the lure of a big paycheck entices many young men to seek work in the oil patch, but adds there's no guarantee those jobs will last.
The big money's there. The guys go out and they make that big money. They think it's going to just stay. They borrow money for buying houses, cars, and everything's great. Bottom falls out, they're in debt, and then it just kills the economy.
The drilling boom also appears to have had a side effect no one expected: earthquakes.
We spent a couple of years, maybe sometimes waking up 2 and 3 times in the night with a huge explosion sound and then the rumbling of our homes. I've been in this building when that picture's fallen off the wall, and one day we had 2 4.1s within a couple of hours of each other, and it's unnerving.
According to the U.S. Geological Survey, Grant County experienced more than 1,000 tremors last year, which has caught the attention of the Oklahoma Corporation Commission.
The Corporation Commission actually came up and visited with us and asked me if I could get a bunch of people together, and I said, "You bet I can." So they came up and visited with us and we probably had 125, 30 people one evening down at our Civic Center.
Bush maintains residents don't want to hurt the industry and have enjoyed the benefits stemming from increased oil revenue, But she adds the earthquake surge has many in Grant County now believing the energy boom has been a mixed blessing.